Malphite really, like, I mean, he's just not as good into tanks, especially someone like Ornn with a lot of magic health percentage damage.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Right. And then could you get that stream back up for us in Discord here, Eric, when you get the chance? So you got the level 1 starting. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right. So we got the level 1 starting here. We have Concordia going into Tribush on the red side. And then we have all of Dunwoody stacking up. Nobody sees each other. Concordia is going all the way around. There's for sure going to be a level 1 fight this time. There's no way around it. They're going to walk up. Morgana's just dead. Morgana's just dead. Flashes to stay alive. Huge Ornn knockup. 4-man knockup. And then the top lane has to flash. Malphite's probably going to go down to Ignite, which he does. First blood going over to Taric. There's a lot of dead bodies going down. The Annie, can she live? Out of range. Oh, the flash from Taric coming through. 3 kills on the side of Concordia, with only 1 going over to Dunwoody. That is a tough start. This only saving grace here is that 2 of those kills went over to Taric. Bad side.
One of the kills did go to Jinx here, so.
Right, that's just it. Wow, there's the 1 kill going over to Jinx. The blue buff's gonna reset. I don't know what's going on here in the jungle. Morgana starting Q means that she's going to have the worst time of her life trying to start blue buff here. And it's just absolutely abominable for her. Like, Sedge is going to get through like multiple camps before. It's going to delay her by a lot. Now, the thing that makes this situation bot lane tough is that you have 3 kills worth of gold all into your 1 lane when the Jinx did get a kill, but she didn't even get to back and buy. So she's still sitting on just a Doran's Blade and a health potion. So that's rough, but nothing that they can't just work through. You know, I am very excited to see this Morgana jungle, though. I think it's a really cool pick, and we'll see what they can actually get done on it.
I'm excited for it too. I'm interested to see how it'll work out here.
Yeah, agreed. So this top lane matchup here, you see Ornn has 3 CS, Malphite has 9. If this wave is getting pushed in, so we'll be able to pick up some of it. Unfortunate missing a cannon minion there for the Malphite. But is this going anywhere close to how you would expect a matchup like this for Malphite and Ornn to go?
Yes. Yeah, it's honestly, I think the Ornn should have a better matchup. I don't think Malphite should have gotten Prio like that, unless he let it happen. But I really do think that Ornn W just kind of outtrades Malphite at any step here.
Agreed. Okay, so we got some missing pings coming through in the mid lane. I don't really know what they were for. Maybe they thought they saw something. Good trade coming over from Annie, but Annie is just about out of mana and no TP, so it's going to be something they're going to have to work around. Miss stun from Taric. And hopefully Annie will be able to get a reset here without losing too many minions. And not a very good trade in bot lane, but not all that bad either. Not really like there's huge kill pressure from Varus without level 6. It's kind of
just all this Ornn really needs to do is just go in, trade with W, and walk out.
Right. Varus taking
looks like a bot lane gank here.
Trade, forcing the cleanse out of the Jinx. Jinx going down to Ignite here. Can Lulu get herself out to avoid any more gold going over? She's able to. There's no more CC left on the side of Dunwoody. Ornn has to dash away to avoid any kind of burst coming through from the Malphite. But aside from that, things are pretty stable in top lane. A little bit of an advantage here for the Malphite. That seems kind of went away with that Q landing. But Everything's kind of stable here, not looking particularly great for Dunwoody right now. They're down by 2k gold at 5 minutes, losing a drag. That's that feels pretty miserable. Gonna lie. Hopefully they'll be able to turn this around here with maybe a play through bot lane to try to get them ahead. It's gonna be hard though because there's a lot of there's a lot of money. They can just kind of bot lane can kind of just smack you around with their wall, and I don't even know if they win the 3v2 right now. I think you have to wait until Sejuani gets ultimate to try to make something happen down there.
I agree.
You're kind of just waiting out right now. I think this game is probably going to be a pretty... Oh,
okay.
Ultimate coming through for a big chunk onto the Yone. Pretty good. Pretty good play from the Annie there. Tibbers is still alive. And Yone just walks up, doesn't respect the stun. A tower shot coming through, unfortunately, for Annie. Annie's also out of mana again. And it's going to have to think about
back off and
reset. Yeah. You have the wave pushing in, and that's exactly what Annie's going to do. Good call from Ethan there to keep up the tempo. Okay, so lane gank opportunity. Look at this. You got Sejuani hiding in the alcove. They see, but it might be too late. Okay, so Tark actually, I thought the Tark wasn't going to flash. So Tark didn't flash. He was dead. He just held onto it a little bit. Flash still comes through. Good job forcing that summoner spell out, and there's an opportunity for a repeat gank for a much easier kill later on. And which will be timed out pretty nice because I guess we don't have objective timers up right now. But Dragon, did you catch to see what time they took Dragon at? I think that it'll be up in like 3 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So that will give the Sejuani time to clear the top side and then come back down to make a play in time for Dragon. Dude. Okay, so top lane here, we got just kind of a trade back and forth. Orn missed his knockup, so it didn't go very well for him.
Orn does have the Sunfire here, though, so I do believe he just wins fights now.
Yeah.
Compared to Kazaki does have to itemize into the plated steel caps just for Varus and Yone, because that's who he has to be worried about. Not really worried about getting CC'd that much. So that does kind of suck for this matchup for him, but this Orn isn't really playing it to the best of his ability.
No,
so that's
definitely.
Good for Kazaki here.
Definitely not. I think the state of the game is a lot better than what I expected it to be from the really tough level 1 that Dunwoody had.
I agree.
But only being down... So, okay, wait, so we have a gank coming in from Sejuani. Going onto the Tark. Tark has no flash. I assume he's just going to die here.
Huge, and he goes to the Jinx with the
shutdown money going over to the Jinx. That is huge. That's exactly what you needed. Good for them to hold off on the damage just to make sure that the Jinx is going to get the money. Yeah, I didn't even see that coming through because of where the camera was. I didn't see the Sejuani was walking down the
Sunfire and the Orn matchup just doing work. He's able to just itemize a lot better than him because obviously he's Orn passive. So
right
for the matchup, if he starts playing it better, it would be a lot harder for him. But he's kind of missing his ease and
he's not playing it particularly cleanly. It's just to the benefit of the Malphite, but yeah, I totally see how that matchup looks.
It is definitely very rough for the Malphite.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, Tyler doesn't really have to care about that. All he has to do is just gonna farm and look for big ults.
Lulu getting caught out here. CC on Lulu. I don't think there's a world where she lives. She has ultimate available. She uses it. She has a shield. They're kinda okay. Alright, it was enough CC. Man, that is a crazy amount of CC they have from Dinah, Varus, and Tarek. She must have been, the Lulu must have been locked down for what, probably like 3 seconds there in total?
Yeah, that was
that feels so bad.
Very long CC there.
That is, it's like, where's the counterplay, right? Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Okay,
Okay,
John on
NW.
award, not respected. Okay, there's so much going on. Annie getting CC'd in the mid lane, and he's probably going to drop to the Morgana binding. Nope, she's able to get out.
He's good, he's out.
And
Yep.
then Jinx all coming through the damage for the kill. Jinx is excited. She's trying to run down the target. Is it going to be enough? Not quite.
Very, very good for the bot lane there, though.
Yes, and it's also huge that Andy didn't die in the mid lane from that game.
Yep.
Absorbing that pressure very well. The only result is 2 plates going over to the Yone, or maybe 2. Might just be 1. We'll have to see what happens. Alright, and then the Sejuani's still hanging around bot lane. Probably just going for a reset here, but the Yone is roaming. Alright, the Sejuani was able to get out. Is the Yone going to be able to find anything other than a ward? Doesn't look like it.
I think they do their stuff for Dragon here because bot has to reset. It is only the second Drake, so it's not a big deal for them to lose this.
No. And what you can do here, I don't know if they're going to do it, is go trade for Rift. It looks like John's still on the bot side of the map. He might be looking for a steal here, actually, which would be pretty wild. Drake resets. That might give him enough time to get over. Unlucky, down to double digits. He flashes.
Ooh, Avery finishes off the Yone here with the ult.
Yeah, Yone just dropping to the ult. So Jinx
that actually is not the worst for Dunwoody. He did have to bust flash there, but it was worth a shot.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. It was super close, and you get a kill out of it, so it's not even like you're giving over Drake for nothing.
So much, yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. Jinx on a killing spree. Look at that, 300 gold shutdown bounty on the Jinx. That's going to be something you want to protect if you're the side of Dunwoody at all costs. Because if that goes over to the carry like the Varus or the Yone, things can look pretty rough. Alright, so let's take a peek at CS here. Any really big CS discrepancies anywhere? Doesn't really look like it. Looks like everyone's pretty average. I do want to give some props here to Ethan because in the first 2 games, he was down in CS by quite a bit, but this time he's gained his bearings, and now he has a 6 CS lead over this Yone. Pretty good. Good for him. He'll be able to farm up this wave in addition. So it looks like, based on the pings, there might be a play in the works for Rift Herald, or Tarek whiffing his stun on the
With the
Lulu,
Ornn losing Cryo here too, Herald might be good.
Yeah.
Jake's taking a good trade on the Tarek for walking too far up there.
And you might even be able to do this without bringing your bot lane up because you have the cross-map ult from the Jinx available, either available right now or available shortly. And there's not really anything that they can do. Okay, so looking to make something happen on the Yone here. Yone tosses it out and just gonna flash right away.
Probably the right choice there. If he gets stunned, they just main CC him till he's dead.
Now,
so.
they don't know that the Morgana backed, but this is a great time to do Rift Herald right now.
Getting Yone flash there, I think the Herald is pretty free here.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of pressure that they can apply without sending their bot lane up. And even worst case scenario, even if there is a fight going on, Jinx can send a cross-map ult up there for a little extra damage to help try to swing that in their favor. Morgana is going to find out that Sedge is there. It's going to be a smite fight. Who's going to get it?
Oh,
okay,
and it looks like it goes
not even used. It's going over to the side of Sejuani. Pretty big ult coming over from the Malphite, but
Jinx ult
the
there.
Jinx ult did
One
pick
for
up that
one,
kill.
and they did deny the Herald, unfortunately. They got the XP and gold, but they will not be able to pick it up.
Yep, so better than nothing. More money going over the Jinx.
Somebody is slowly closing the gold lead here, though.
They are. They're within 1K. They were down by over 2K earlier. So this is they
again, most of their gold is on who they want it on. So this is going pretty much in the favor of Dunwoody. All they have to do is just play out these fights right.
I mean, right now in lane, a 3-kill Tarek is fine. But as soon as you get out of lane and start team fighting, that extra you know, Ruby Crystal isn't going to feel very good when all that money's sitting on the support instead of on your carries. So I don't know if they're really going to be able to even do that much, but We'll see. Only time will tell. That Ornn ult can be really important. And Morgana did finish her Leandres right now, so she's going to have even faster clear times than what she had previously. She is down by a good amount of CS, so it's going to help her try to catch up. Big trade coming over here in the favor of Malphite for right now. Malphite taking... Okay. Morgana buying max range. Oh, it's a Lulu. They're ignoring the Lulu for right now. Lulu has ult available. Tark's ulting, but for what? I don't think that they're going to be able to catch the Lulu. I don't think they're going to be able to catch the Jinx either. Instead,
Annie
is coming down. Annie, huge trade. Solo Bolo onto the Yone. And in the bot lane, the Tark is going to fall to Sejuani all across the map. Dunwoody has closed that gold deficit, and they are now ahead by just short of 1k gold as they shove in all these waves here. Now, is this going to kill? No, that's it. John's just going to walk out of that. Okay. So things are looking very good for Dunwoody right now as Jinx still hasn't died. That shutdown gold is still on her. And then Annie kind of just walking into the Morgana. It has stun up. If she had stun available for when that started... Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, that kills.
Ooh,
oh
yeah.
Greeting for
Not
the health
good.
potions. Unfortunately, that's going to mean that the third drag of the game is going to go over to Concordia here, unless John has some kind of miracle steal. But with the TP coming through, I think the best option is probably to just give that up. Okay. So the Sedge ult goes through. They're gonna try to. Oh,
dude,
John does it. He steals. Even if they both die here.
The Mountain Drakes is so good for their
so good. It's so good. Well, it was so good, and now it's so bad.
He goes under Jinx there, yeah.
So the Jinx dying to the Varus, giving that shutdown gold over to Varus. Pretty bad. It was good. Dropping if 2 people die there. It's fine because you're denying soul, or denying soul point. 4 people dying for denying soul point.
And a shutdown to their 80 carry too is not worth.
So now we're back.
I really think they should let John go side for the steal there.
Yep, they should have just. And I don't even mind the Malphite going in with them, but yeah. The Lulu and Jinx should have probably.
With Annie not being able to be there, it's not a fight they should take.
Yep, I agree. So the good news, though, is that your Jinx is still very fed. A little less fed than the Varus. Varus is going on hit here this game. So he's going to be able to match, to a degree, some of the damage output from the Jinx, but not quite the same. But then you have other options to try to deal with the Jinx. Both ADCs taking cleanse and the Jinx is not available right now, so she's going to have to be careful until that's back up. So we're back basically to where we started about a few minutes ago.
Ooh, the Morgana missing pretty blatantly there.
Yeah,
that could have been very good for them.
The Yone ult trying to keep himself alive. It looks like he's going to. Jinx ult just a little bit wide of the target, and everyone's kind of going to reset. Hopefully someone goes and clears that control ward just sitting in there, but I don't think they're going to get the opportunity to with the Varus right over the wall like that. John's stepping up. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Gotta be a little scared of the ult potential coming through here. Now both of the bot laners are sitting in their lane trying to get that wave shoved out and hopefully get a tower. Meanwhile, Lynn's taking a lot of pressure. Solo 3v1 here is the Annie tries to fend off the push from the Morgana, Varus, and Tarek. It's not looking very good. If they get... Okay, if they... Alright, so Flash coming through.
Tark ult gone.
Is everyone gonna leave? Tark ult? Okay. Everyone lives. Nothing crazy happened. Tower was not taken bot lane, which is what I was looking for. Yone able to deal enough damage to keep that from going down. The camera's going everywhere right now. There's so much happening on the map here, but no one's dying. We're not missing a whole lot. Just watching a lot of pressure as they chip away Minion auto after minion auto trying to knock down this mid lane tower, and I think it might go down, and he has ult available with the stun. And unfortunately, the Sejuani is just going to get CC'd up, and there's not going to be really anything else that they can do. Okay, Malphite's getting low on mana. He's going to have to be a little careful. Mid lane still getting pushed into the Jinx. Look, top lane, it looks like the Malphite's probably going to have to reset because he's out of mana. He's staying for this next wave. He wants that cannon minion. Understandable. We're kind of just waiting for waves to shove in. As both these teams tried to reset their lines, and Dunwoody at a severe cold disadvantage, going down here. At this point. You're now down by over 4k gold. Getting near that 5k gold deficit. That's getting to a level where it feels scary and hard to play into.
Definitely still winnable if they just feel this Jinx though, and she gets one good fight. I do think it will swing heavily in the favor of Dunwoody.
Yep. Okay, John's going in
a little aggressive
into
here.
A lot of CC. He's just going to drop. You don't have a front lane anymore. You got to back out. Try to keep your ADC alive. Looks like that's going to happen. Okay. So good news is that your ADC is still alive. The bad news, your support doesn't have flash anymore, and she's so squishy she can get caught out by a lot.
One more bind, yeah.
Yeah, one more bind, one Ornn knockup, or Yone knockup, and alright, Miracle ult doesn't come through this time for the steal. 3 drags all stacked up for Concordia. One more and they'll have Soul. Ornn with Mountain Soul is a scary concept.
Very rough. Yep.
I would not want to have to deal with.
If Dunwoody can come back here and start getting Drakes though, 4 Mountain Drakes stacked up for them will be just absolutely massive.
Yeah, Sedge and Malphite will never die. But they got a long hill to climb up here. They're definitely not out of the game for sure, but being at this gold deficit is these Ornn items will start to come through in the next couple levels. That's going to make that feel even worse to try to play against. So Kazaki, Tyler, the top laner, he is getting the better of Ornn in these trades here for the most part, I would say. He's playing this matchup pretty well.
I would agree.
He's sitting on that Jack show, so that makes those tank v tank fights a lot more playable for him. He's getting a lot of damage from that to deal with the damage coming through from the Sunfire Cape. So you can match up with the Ornn pretty well in the side lane for right now. At level 14, once Ornn gets that upgraded item, the value from the... Wait a minute. So he actually won't have to worry about that. He won't have to worry about that until...
Buys Jack
Show, yeah, because I forgot that Sunfire Cape isn't even a Ornn item anymore. So, or not Ornn item, isn't even a mythic item anymore. Yeah, which it looks like he's going to build it right here. Yeah. So he canceled his build. Oh, is he upgrading items right now? He is upgrading items.
Oh yeah, because his first upgrade comes at level 13.
Yes.
So his item gets upgraded level 13. Every level after 13,
right? Then he gets to start upgrading his allies.
Interesting that he would upgrade the target item. I don't. So, I mean,
I love this.
It's good, but
I actually love this. So a lot of times it's very tempting for you to try to upgrade the item for your carries right away. Which in this case, your carry is so far ahead with the 6 kills that might be the best option, but upgrading support items is actually really, really valuable for Ornn because the amount of stats that you get, like the gold value from it, is just astronomical. All right, flash for flash in the mid lane. We got a team fight actually going down now. Annie, stuns up. Dark ult coming through. You gotta kite that out. Gotta back away. Jinx ult. Jinx is free fighting into their team. Front to back. Jinx flashing on the Yone. Is the taser going to be enough for one more auto? It doesn't look like it. So very good. 2 for 1. That's huge. You burning all sorts of sums here. Your jungler's going to drop. And the mid laner's going to drop as well. Okay, all right. So that fight ended up being a little less desirable than what they were hoping for. It looked really good at first. Then you're kind of grasping for straws here, trying to do a little bit more than what you really should be doing.
I think
it was a small victory.
Let the Sejuani reset and then let Jinx free hit tower.
Yep. Yep, that's what they should have done to try to hopefully maybe knock it down instead of just keep going for more.
It is Mountain Soul for them, so I don't know if they'll be getting up soon. And I think John will be up soon enough, but they are going to be able to set up a better position with vision for them, so it's not the best, but hopefully Dunwoody will be able to get in there and actually set up some vision. They have 2 big front lines, so it shouldn't be too hard to walk in and get some vision.
Okay, so we have 1 minute from, like, basically 27 minutes is when the dragon is going to spawn. So they have about 50 seconds to get over there, try to get some semblance of vision, but John is on a ward. And there's 3 people
and he's
stuck in the
forward.
bush,
He's
and he's gonna walk for it. Even worse, the Jinx going down because he didn't have vision. That is rough. That's really rough. Mountain Skull going over to Concordia, and I don't know if there's anything you can do to prevent it. No, because the jungler's down there too. Yep. You got to give that up.
Unfortunately, that is bounced over to Concordia. Really, really unfortunate that Dunwoody didn't have vision there.
So, it's the one chance you have here. The soul will be up in 5 seconds. The dragon will be up in 5 seconds. Your ADC is up in 4 seconds. You can chuck an ultimate down there and pray. That's all that you can do. And it looks like that's not even going to be something that they're going to be considering doing right now. Oh, the ult? Oh, kind of close. Kind of close. Within 400 health. I didn't see the ultimate. He held on to it the appropriate time. I would have sent that a little earlier, and it would have been too early. So, good try from the Jinx. It was close, but not quite enough. Unlucky. And you're just, you know, they had that really good team fight in mid lane. If they can replicate that, even when they're this far behind,
I really think they do have a chance of replicating that. They just like the Jinx getting caught out there is really unfortunate. They need that Jinx up, so they're gonna give her a red buff over here. That's really good for this next fight.
Yep. Okay. That's really good. You're gonna have You're gonna have to bring up your mid laner. You gotta start walking over toward Drag. Really good that the Malphite was able to dodge that Morgana binding coming through. Otherwise, that would have been.
Malphite really needs to ult this Varus here. He has no flash for this fight, so it's just like if he ults that Varus, it's gonna be really good for them.
And that's where all the money is. The Varus is 9-1.
If Jinx can get that shutdown on the Varus, it's huge.
Oh, that's a lot of CC, and he's caught out, and he's dropping. They're gonna have to fight now, and he can't even really fight front to back because the ADC has to constantly be dodging all the CC. And in the meanwhile, the rest of the team's going down. Not able. I was able to see the Jinx throw out, I think, 2 autos. Was all. That fight was pretty unplayable for Avery there. So they're trying to get this without minions. And it looks like they are going to knock this tower down. I think they're going for the end here. This might be it.
I don't think they'll be able to end. And he gets up too soon. They should just rotate and go to Baron.
And that looks like that is what they are going to do. Okay, so
everyone except the Yone has upgraded items here.
What are you doing here? Are you telling the team to haul on over to Baron and try to go for a steal, or are you just turtling at this point and giving up?
At this point, turtle. You really have no chance. You just let the Jinx rocket try to steal, and
it's blocked by the Varus. That was a really good play from the Varus, actually. Telegraphing that it was going to be coming from base and getting into a position where you could block it. Okay, so we got a TP coming through from Yone to apply pressure bot lane as the rest of the team bases and gets back out onto the rift. I think you probably just leave Yone in a side lane, send everyone else top lane, and try to split the pressure a little bit.
I do think so too.
But it looks like Yone's going to come over to mid lane instead, which I also don't hate, because you need to get that shoved in. They do seem a little discombobulated with what they want to do here. I don't know why. So I guess
I don't know why they only had 3 top. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the plan is for the Morgana to hover the Yone, which is fine. Probably not ideal, but now you're in a situation where you have a 2v1 bot lane with Annie and Morgana, and everyone else is trying to deal with this pressure top lane. Malphite forced to ult defensively. Yone going in on the Annie. Annie drops to a crit. Unfortunate. They're losing top. They're losing bot. Everything's just falling apart for Dunwoody right now.
Not looking good for Dunwoody, unfortunately.
This is a 12k gold deficit with Dragon Soul and an Ornn, as the Ornn items are on everyone except for the Yone. He's the last recipient of an Ornn item this game, as everyone else is doing their job pretty far ahead. Malphite trying desperately to absorb some of this pressure and force him to back off, but now they're just losing 3 inhibs down. All right, John is going in. He knows that something has to happen. The Jinx getting caught in multiple ultimates. She's gone. One shot.
Looks like it's the end of the game here.
Lulu's flashing. Yep. Everyone's dead except for the Annie's. Annie's just respawning, and the 1v9 potential just is not there. This looks like this is going to probably wrap this up here, almost certainly. There it is. There's the last kill of the game.
Very close. Good try by Dunwoody here.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Last game, it really came down to like playing around the vision, honestly.